morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome into the single greatest show in the history of the internet at this time on this day with this panel, with this crew talking about these topics. Geeks and Gamers Daily. How you doing, Beardo?
I'm doing good, man. So I beat Space Marine 2 the other night.
You beat it?
Yeah.
Like, how long did that take you?
It took me 7 hours to beat the campaign.
Is that it?
I am kind of disappointed. It's a full-priced game. Okay, so here's the thing about Space Marine 2. You could have paid $80 or $100. Each one of them would have got you 3 days, I believe, of early access to play the game before the official launch. The $80 version gives you a season pass for future DLC that you can just download off rip. The $100 version gives you cosmetics, and the $60 version, which is what I got, is just the base game. It's a 7 to 8 hour campaign. I beat it in about maybe 6.5, 7 hours. And, oh, dude, my chat was going crazy. They're like, how is this a full price game? And I'm thinking, like, so there's different fun multiplayer modes that you can play with your friends online, whether it's like horde modes and challenge modes and stuff. There is PvP as well, where you can fight against other Space Marines. But the campaign itself is like 8 hours long.
Wow.
Dude, listen, it's a fun game. It's a brutal game, but $60 for a 7-hour campaign.
Well, does the multiplayer add anything to it, though? Because that's really
I haven't tried. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. I've only played the campaign.
Well, see, that's where I break it down. So, like something like Titanfall's campaign, Titanfall 2's campaign, I think it's been so long since I played it, but it's been like it's like a 7 or 8 hour campaign. I don't think it's very long.
Right.
And so of course you wouldn't expect that to be something that you would like pay full price for, but I put, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into the multiplayer. So
right.
like after it's all said and done, if you're going to put that much time into a multiplayer, then I think it 100% justifies the full price. So is Space Marine 2's multiplayer going to be worth it to give you that much time? Because if you're putting hundreds of hours into a game, regardless of how you're putting that into it, I think it's worth the value. If it's just about a 7-hour campaign, then I don't think that's worth it. So, you know what I mean? So that would be the thing I would want to know, because it does look amazing. Like the gameplay that I've seen does look incredible in terms of the campaign.
No, it's a lot of fun. The graphics are beautiful and the gameplay is phenomenal. The fact that you can go through the campaign with your friends, it's fun. But the fact that I beat the campaign in 7 hours, granted, I have not played the multiplayer. We'll see, but I don't know. If you're just a campaign person, wait until Space Marine goes on sale. Wait till it goes on a discount, because I don't think that it's worth the $60 price tag for just campaign alone. But maybe we'll see. When I try multiplayer, we'll see if what difficulty, Beardo? Did you pick normal like a woman? Yeah, my first fucking playthrough ever. Yes, I played on fucking normal mode. Yeah, I played on normal. Wait till it goes on sale, chat.
That boy becomes a member and says Horsemen pre-order secure. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Big announcement from Rippaverse, and man, absolutely awesome stuff going on.
And did you see the announcement for Horsemen?
Yes, motherfucker. I retweeted it. Do you not follow me on Twitter?
But do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, dude, I have your fucking notifications turned on like a fucking bitch.
Yes, I watched the whole trailer. I saw the
fucking
deets.
Dean Cain, baby.
Cain, baby. Dean Cain. Get the hell out of here, man. Unbelievable. Rippaverse just continuing to pull off dub after dub after dub. Coalesce says, I paid $100 for this game, and it's worth it compared to 80% of the trash in modern game, AAA gaming. So,
well, there you go.
And honestly, like, it does look awesome. Like, Space Marine 2 does look awesome. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
To each their own. I need to play more of the multiplayer to see if it's worth the full price.
Well, listen, here's something that it will make you laugh, okay? Concord's biggest fans talk about loving a game everyone else loved to hate. Bro, Kotaku is such a joke. Kotaku is such a joke. I mean, are you kidding me right now? What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing, man?
Like, this is pathetic. Concord fans love talk about loving the game that everyone else hated. Good Lord, man. Like, are you freaking, this is ridiculous. So let's look right here. When they learned that Concord would be shutting down in as little as 72 hours, some of his biggest fans rushed to immortalize their time with the embattled Sony exclusive in a way that only PlayStation players can, by earning a platinum trophy. The rare achievement would attest to their mastery of the short-lived hero shooter. What? Dude, this is the biggest flop in the history of video games. The biggest flop in the history of video games.
Yep.
The game was such a failure, it couldn't even last 2 weeks. And here you have Kotaku writing this article claiming that the victimhood, basically, for the 7 people that were playing this game.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, wait a minute, I retract that. I'm sorry. Like, okay. I don't want to spread fake news here. It was 11 people that play. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. It's 7. I don't want to spread. It was 11 people. So for the 11 people that were playing it, go ahead, Beardo.
I really appreciate you clearing that up.
Yeah. I wanted to clarify that.
A little bit of a fact check there. Listen, Kotaku's gay, and the people who played Concord and liked Concord are gay. So this is like Acolyte all over again. Everybody hated this game, and the only people that liked Acolyte or Concord are fucking weirdos. These LGBT fucking weirdos who they have to have their win. They have to have their gay win, and nobody else fucking liked this shit. They rejected it. We don't want this shit in our TV shows, in our movies, our video games, and the tide is starting to turn, and we saw it with Sony and Concord. And I'm sure there's going to be a petition that comes out if there already isn't one. I mean, Concord, I don't think Concord's going anywhere. I think that we're going to see Concord become a free-to-play game in the very near future with, of course, microtransactions and seasons and battle passes. But it'll be free-to-play. It's not going anywhere. But as far as the $60 price tag,
see, I question if it's even going to become a free-to-play game at this point in time. I question that. I think that's definitely a good, assumption, because they have sunk $250 million into this, and they're going to have to try to get an ROI at in some way, shape, or form. And the fact that they're offering refunds, they offered refunds to every single person that bought it, showing you that not a lot of people bought it. But yeah. Concord, this is the biggest joke in gaming history right now. And this is why Kotaku is failing. This is why mainstream games journalists are failing. The fact that they're writing this ridiculous article on a game that nobody played and nobody cared about, and it turned out to be the biggest flop in history, and they're trying to put a positive spin on it because it has the identity politics and the right narrative.
Correct.
This is insane. I am laughing my ass off at this, and this is why nobody respects Kotaku right here. So there you go. What a nonsensical situation we have right here.
What a joke.
Let's get a few super chats. Beardo.
Sure, let's do it. Here we go. To start off the stream, Dat Boy became a new channel member. Thank you for the commitment. We Too Dumb for a 199 says Mutter Fulker Beardo. Thank you. Appreciate that. Linko Kenobi with the 42 freaking months. Already ordered my Horseman pre-orders. Going to play Space Marine later. Jeremy, did you read my message about a video I did? Anyways, congrats on Rippa.
I saw you shot me a message this morning. I hadn't got to it yet, but yeah, man. Linko Kenobi said he uploaded like 15 videos yesterday.
Dude, he's on a roll, man.
Let's go.
He's on a roll. Shout out. Shadow saying with a $10 Space Marine 2 is a game to play with friends, and it's boosting everyone's testosterone. It'll definitely help Beardo and even Ben. Hey, you watch your mouth, Shadow saying. But no, I agree. I mean, the most fun I had playing the campaign for Space Marine 2 was when I was playing with friends. When I was playing with X-Wing and Star Wars Dog, we had a good time playing Space Marine 2. So it's a very manly game, very brutal, violent. It's a lot of good fun.
Looks fun.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure.
You need to play Gears of War so you can tell me how it compares to Gears of War.
I know. I will.
That's what you got to do.
That's on the list. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a $5. But the Russians funded the Rippaverse. And yes, there are people claiming that. The Trump of comics. That's the Black Stan Lee right there, man.
I'm sure somebody's gonna clip out. Oh, look, he's wearing Rippaverse stuff. Geeks and Gamers shilling for Rippaverse. Good Lord, man. The haters of Rippaverse are absolutely out of their minds. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Like,
listen,
it's such a dub today for Rippa and Rippaverse.
Huge fucking dub, dude. Freaking Chuck Dixon, like, it's huge, man. And the fact that this is an original character that Rippa did not create, he gave creative freedom to these guys, and Rippa said, run with it and do it. And now look at this comic. It's blown up. It's got what it has $100,000 in sales revenue in 2 hours.
Well, speaking of Trump, he did release a statement on Taylor Swift and her endorsement of Kamala. Yeah, here we go, right here.
What do you have to say to Taylor Swift now that she's in politics?
I make way better music than that bitch.
DJ T, I'm the chosen one. About to hit Fifth Ave for the loadie gun. Fuck Chicago, I'm in Mar-a-Lago on a golf course with a hole in one. Fuck Obama, fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Kamala too when I'm sliding. November coming up next, man. Where y'all let? Tell them fuck stop hiding.
Let's go. Trump dropping rhymes, man. Look at that.
I like that.
Look at that.
But dude, I'll tell you this. With how successful the Rippaverse is, when the dude who, he didn't have to do this, he didn't have to, but when a few weeks ago he's like, yeah, we're gonna do a $5 sale on everything, you're damn right I'm gonna fucking drop some money and get as much fucking Rippaverse stuff as I can. And that's what I did.
Maybe I'm gonna run one of those for our Geeks and Gamers merch. I like money. I've been accused of being a grifter.
Really?
Yeah, I got accused of being a grifter. Yeah,
That's wild.
It really made me feel good. I was really happy about it. So thank you for what's funny, fun fact, I never was accused of being a grifter until I had a successful YouTube channel. Like back when I didn't have a successful YouTube channel, I never got accused of being a grifter.
That's wild. Yeah, I absolutely couldn't relate. I've never once been called a grifter. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Not everybody's perfect, but we do have this extreme hot sauce right here. This is the end flatline hot sauce. I'm not a grifter, but for a proper 199 super chat, I will take a fat dab of this hot sauce live on stream and suffer through the pain for the rest of this Geeks and Gamers Daily episode for a proper $199 super chat. Not a grifter, just want to make sure that I make that clear.
I didn't even approve this and I love it. Okay.
Just want to make this clear. If there is a hot sauce that has branded itself as the world's hottest hot sauce, I have fucking tried it. Every single one. Elijah's Extreme Regret, The Last Dab, Pepper X, The Last Dab Apollo, the Bomb. If there is a hot sauce out there that has said that this is the hottest hot sauce, I have fucking tried it. I've done the one chip challenge twice. This right here. This one. The end flatline. This is the hottest hot sauce I have ever tried. Not grifting. For a $199 super chat right now, I will take a dab of this right now, live on stream. Not grifting. Just saying.
Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. So
only I can handle this.
Beardo isn't grifting. This is called being a lolcow. No, I disagree. That is grifting right there.
No, not grifting. For sure.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
We'll see what happens. Just putting that out there. What happened? All right, full screen me. Full screen me. All right, here we go. Let's shake it up. All right. Son of a bitch.
Explain to everybody what you're doing for the clip.
Okay, for the clip. So I wasn't grifting. This is the end flatline hot sauce extract. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. This is Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Scorpion, and a copious amount of other hot peppers into an extract. This isn't something that you just put on your food. This is something that you do for this very specific reason. What I'm doing right now. Do not do this at home. This is the world's hottest hot sauce that I have ever tried, and I've tried a lot of them. So for a proper 199, we're going to do it.
Here we go. And he's supposed to read super chats the rest of this show, too. I'm not sure how that's going to go. What the hell? I didn't approve this, and I do approve it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Easy.
No. No milk. No milk.
I have water. I have water.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm good right now. I mean, my tongue is numb.
Yeah,
but
I can hear it in your voice.
Listen, I'm a professional. I'm a professional.
That was a lot you took, dude. You rubbed it on your tongue.
Listen, I'm a professional, brother.
Holy shit.
The shit that I'll do for G&G. Tobias Nexus with a $5. I don't want to be at work. I want to be at home. Being a pretend spaceman, Space Marine 2, or a pretend cowboy, Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown still a thing? It's still around? Black Cane. I'm not tearing up. Black Cane for the $5. I see Beardo still hasn't taken the Remington retirement plan. We really need to up our game on Tuesday night's main event. Beardo Fat, Jeremy Gay, and IDOTS for life. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? That's mean. John Goats with a $2. Fans are clear. Sony. More Astrobot, less Concord. Yeah, I want to play Astrobot too. Add it to the list. Mr. Hanky with a $2. Let's make some poop cookies, Beardo. I'm good.
I'm tearing up too, but it's because I'm laughing. Like, holy shit. His voice is breaking. Get some water, bro. Get some water.
No, I had to go 5 minutes. M can't be a U fan with a $2. Beardo Appreciation Day is over. Hashtag 2 bitches. Hashtag Beardo Fat. Okay, thanks. Alex McCarthy with a $5. I like the Batman, but Dark Knight Rises is miles above Batman. Nice beard, though, Beardo. Hey, you too, man. You too. Nice shirt.
By the way, Beardo, I got something for you on that note, okay? I got something for you. You're going to take multiple L's today, okay?
Why?
Because I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you right now, okay? I forgot to bring this up. I was going to bring this up on Tuesday night's main event. But we have, I have the Trump card literally here, okay? If I can find it. Keep reading. I'm looking for it now.
Sure. Jason Yankovic with a $2. Concord was removed from People's Games library. Really?
Was it removed? Okay, here we go. Here's my dub right here.
Many people have been asking me to review things, especially movies. So last night, I went to the opening of The Dark Knight Rises, which is commonly known as the Batman movie. And I'll tell you, it was really terrific. But what was really amazing was the fact that the cinematography, what they did was incredible. You couldn't have done it 3 years ago. You couldn't have done it 2 years ago. The technology was amazing. The movie is really worthwhile seeing. And most importantly, Trump Tower, my building, plays a role. But it really is worthwhile. Cinematography, what they did, great. The press is now talking about Anthony Weiner.
He goes off on Anthony Weiner and calls him a pervert. So there you go. I thought it was AI at first. It's not, though. Somebody tagged me in it, but it's not. Because then he goes on a rant about Anthony Weiner and how he's a pervert. How you doing there? You holding up okay?
Listen, Anthony Weiner, very perverted, the most perverted. We don't like Anthony Weiner. And his wife, very good friends with crooked Hillary.
But yes, Trump is correct. The Dark Knight Rises, while I admit has huge problems, I love it so much.
X-Wing for $5. I have supplied Comrade Eric with Rubbles for the book. Slava God Emperor Trump for the Emperor. Thank you, X-Wing, for the $5. Koa Lee with a 10. In Trump's voice, this will be the biggest campaign, so I was told.
You're struggling.
And I would know something about big campaigns.
You're struggling, buddy. You're struggling.
I'm good. No, my mouth is cool now. Now it's gone down, and now it's just burning. Karen July with a $10. As a great business man who hates taxes, I refuse to vote for Trump, who wants to lower my taxes because voting is gay. And I tell my huge right-leaning audience not to vote too because it's gay. Thank you, Karen July.
Not a 50, so that is a Rippa fan right there. So
That's
the only way we
fan,
can determine if you're a Rippa hater, you have to spend minimum $50 for me to acknowledge you as a true Rippa hater. Anything under 50 means you're a fan and you're memeing him, just like everybody memes on us. But speaking of memes, Lucasfilm is kind of a meme at this point in time because they are facing a lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen. Lucasfilm sued for recreating Grand Moff Tarkin actor Peter Cushing's image in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is a weird story, dude. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
I personally do not think that. Listen, man, I'm all for clowning on Lucasfilm as much as possible. I don't think that this story holds any weight whatsoever. All right, none. If you actually read the details of it, but I'm glad Lucasfilm is catching hell. But if you actually read the details of it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, I was under the impression when Rogue One came out, his family gave them permission to do the CGI.
That's the whole thing. So that's why it's complicated. So so Lucasfilm is being sued over its recreation of Grand Moff Tarkin's Peter Cushing's image in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. As reported by the Times, a friend of Cushing has alleged Disney did not have permission to recreate the actor's image with special effects for Rogue One. Disney tried and failed to have the case dismissed for a second time on September 9th, 2024. The plaintiff is suing Lucasfilm through its film company, Tyburn Film Productions, and also claims against Rogue One producer Atlantic Heavy Industries, the late executor of Cushing's estate and Cushing's agency, Associated Internal Management. Francis claims that he must give authorization for any recreation of Cushing's image following an agreement made with him and the actor in 1993, 1 year before his death at the age of 81. Lucasfilm claims it didn't need permission. It didn't think it needed permission to recreate Cushing's image due to his original contract for Star Wars and the nature of the special effects. It also paid around $37,000 to Cushing's estate after being contacted by his agent about the recreation. So they had gotten permission and cleared it through his estate, but you have this other person claiming that him and Cushing had an agreement made the year before he died. This is fucking weird.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
Now, again, I'm all for clowning on Lucasfilm and piling on Lucasfilm because, well, simply put, fuck Lucasfilm. But this just doesn't seem like there's a lot here. And if you have an agreement, like, well, first of all, why does this guy have? If you have an agreement that was made the year before he died, why doesn't the estate know about that?
Correct.
The estate, you would think, would know about this. And if there was a legal binding contract between him and Peter Cushing made in 93, then the estate would have to have knowledge of that and need knowledge of that, because when Lucasfilm approached them about this, they would have had the information. The fact that the estate didn't have the information, and the fact that gave the approval, and then apparently here we are now. When did Rogue One come out? In 2000? It
was the year after Force Awakens.
2016. Yeah,
no, 2016 maybe.
All this time now has passed, and you're bringing up a weird lawsuit. Now the judge, I think the judge said that he didn't think that there was a strong case here, but that he guesses there was enough for it to continue on. But I think this thing is going to fail miserably. And it just doesn't make any sense to me based on the information that we have right now. But the story's been out there about Lucasfilm being sued. And when I heard about it, I was like, oh man, Lucasfilm's getting sued again. Let's go. And then I looked into it and I'm like, this doesn't, from Lucasfilm's perspective, based on the information we have, it seems like they did everything they were supposed to do from a legal perspective. And now you have this guy coming out of nowhere saying like, oh, I made an agreement with Peter Cushing in 1993 for his likeness and I didn't get approval, so I'm going to sue you. What? All this time later? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, Yeah, so that's the latest on it. That's all we really have now. So if more information becomes available, but I know everybody was running with the headline because Lucasfilm's being sued, and I got excited too when I heard about it. Obviously, you got the Gina Carano situation out there, and they've been taking L after L after L. I don't think that this is going to be an L for Lucasfilm. In fact, and again, I'm not an attorney, so I don't really know, but I wonder if they could countersue this guy after they prove that he's full of shit, if in fact he is. And I guess we'll find that out with this going to trial. And it looks like Lucasfilm's not interested in making a payment or anything like that to the guy. And it feels like they feel that they have a strong leg to stand on, which based on the information we have, that's what it seems like. But I will say that it is creepy that they did use him in Rogue One after he had died in 94. It was kind of creepy that they even decided to use him from that perspective.
Right. Yeah. There's one thing with using Carrie Fisher, and she had already been in the 2 previous movies and the sequels with episodes 7 and 8, and then using reused footage and some CGI scenes. And then also Carrie Fisher was CGI'd in Rogue One, but she was still alive at that time. It is a little creepy. It's a little weird, but I think we're going to be seeing more and more of this. We're going to see more and more of actors being resurrected via CGI and de-aging abilities, like with James Earl Jones passing away. We're going to get a somewhat AI automated version of Darth Vader for as long as they have Darth Vader in Star Wars entertainment.
Yeah, it's definitely not a trend that I want to see continue. I think it's a terrible trend, and it's I don't want to see this continue, but I think that we're probably going to see this moving forward, which is not a good thing. I mean, AI in general is it's advancing to an alarming rate. So I kind of feel like we're going to see a lot more of this moving forward, and I really don't want to see it. And really, I guess it's going to come down to again, I'm just speculating here, but like, let's say you have an actor, I don't know, who's an old actor right now that probably won't be with us for another 10 years. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood or somebody like that. Okay. So if Clint Eastwood makes an agreement for his family and his estate to say, like, you can sign over likeness to me for future films to help continue to make money for his family. I mean, that's obviously probably something that a lot of actors are going to do as we advance into this. So I could totally see that happening. And then you're going to have the family that's going to be like putting these guys in a lot of weird stuff, probably. That would be strange, man. I don't like this idea at all, but I think that it's the unfortunate reality of where we're moving into. And I don't right. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It's very weird, especially if you're creating new movies and new TV shows, and then you put a dead person and you're going to CGI a deceased actor's face onto another person who's doing mocap. But it's like, it's another thing. I forget what movie it was for. They did this with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Was it Hunger Games? Philip Seymour Hoffman died during the filming, and they had a stand-in with the dots all over his face for the mocap, and they CGI'd Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Was that I only saw the first Hunger Games, and I don't really remember it.
I think it was Hunger Games. They did that with Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's one thing. If they died during filming, or like with Carrie Fisher, they needed to finish the trilogy that they were working on, and the family gave them their blessing. For Disney to just use Tarkin and to use Peter Cushing's likeness to play Tarkin again, I mean, it makes sense in the storytelling. It makes absolute sense that he would be there.
And somebody just said it, like Paul Walker in the Fast and Furious, you know, and they did that one. You know what I mean?
If there's a tragic sudden death during the filming, Brandon Lee is another one for The Crow. But several years after the fact, over 20 years, and they're going to put Peter Cushing in Rogue One. It's a little weird. But listen, if they have the rights to it, if Disney felt like they had the rights to it and they got the family's blessing for it, I mean, what are you going to do? What we need to see is some documentation. We need to see the contract.
Yeah, absolutely. And until then, I guess we're just going to have to be in the waiting game on this. But yeah, the whole story, like on the premise, if you heard about it, you were probably like me. If you're sick and tired of Disney's bullshit, you're probably like, oh man, Disney getting sued again. And then I looked into it and I'm like, Man, based on the information we have, that seems like a slam dunk for Disney and Lucasfilm to crush this guy based on the information we have. So that's the latest right there. Look at there, Beardo. DJ
with the $100. Beardo. No manly man grabs his beard. Read Aurelius. Afterwards, you will realize you're more no mano than Jeremy, and he's pretty mono. Oh, mono.
Wow.
How about I do whatever the fuck I want with my beard? But thank you for the $100. It's very much appreciated and very generous.
You can call Beardo out anytime as long as you're giving me money. Okay.
Sure.
And I appreciate that. So
thank you.
100.
$100.
Let's go.
Gremlin with that 199. Thank you for putting me through some significant pain.
Honestly, I that was pure joy. I can't wait to see what Danky's going to do with all that. Because did you play the Danky video from yesterday, the Dark Knight Rises?
I did.
The Dark Knight.
I played it on Bro Science.
So did you get? I don't care about getting claimed.
I didn't get claimed.
You didn't get claimed? Really?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then we're playing it. Freaking Danky ruining my favorite scene in movie history. Actually, it doesn't ruin it. It actually, here we go.
I like it, man. I really like it.
This is great.
It's cool.
I killed those people. That's what I can be. No, you can't. You're not. I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be. Call it in.
A hero. Not the hero.
Turn it up a little bit.
The hero we needed. Nothing less.
It's all the way up.
Okay. Ryan is Harvey Dent.
He's got stroke face Ryan is Harvey Dent back there. Stroke face Ryan makes a return. Dude, this is so freaking good. I love this so much. Danky is crushing it. I know he's got a new video out today too.
I'll hunt you. You'll hunt me. You'll condemn me. Set the dogs on me.
The Beardo logo.
Because that's what needs to happen.
This is Beardo's IQ test.
The world's not ready, man. The world is not ready. The truth isn't good enough. The fact that I'm a genius, the world, the chat is not ready to know my genius. Gotta burn the IQ test. World's not ready.
Truth isn't good enough. Sometimes people deserve more. Sometimes people deserve.
Oh my God, this is so good.
To have their faith rewarded.
We got part 2 right here. Here we go. Fucking it's the Krista picture that Jay took.
Why is he running, Dad?
Because we have to chase him.
Okay, we're going in. Go!
The chat going to save it. Oh my God, this just makes me want to watch The Dark Knight again. This is the greatest scene in movie history, in my opinion. The ending of The Dark Knight is the greatest scene in movie history. I fucking love it so much.
You didn't do anything.
Damn right, I didn't do anything wrong.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves. But not the one it needs.
Big words.
So we'll hunt him. Because he can take it. Because he's not a hero.
I got to pause it just for a minute. Just want to make sure we don't get hit on this. This is so good, man. Danky just continuing to crush it, man. Absolutely awesome.
He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight.
That is so good, dude.
That's fantastic.
Hail
Good
to
job.
1-800-DANKY. So yeah, I didn't play it last night because I was worried I'd get hit. But if you played it and didn't get hit, it's fine. I mean, I don't care if we get copyright claim. The chat takes care of us on the super chats. But
Right.
but yeah. So all right, let's talk about. Well, let's get some super chats and then we're going to talk about
Sure.
PS5 Pro.
Sir Hat with the $2 Beardo swallows fat loads for money of hot sauce. Thank you for the being specific right there. Shadow Saiyan with the $5. Calm down, Beardo 2988. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Shannon Sharp's large thumb with a 199. All this spice, why Beardo has the permanent poops. Yeah, I'm feeling it right now. Butter Biscuit with a $5. Jeremy, can you retweet that Trump rap so I can find it later? That was great.
Yes, I will.
Pre-non Corpse with the $5. Jeremy, that's not hot sauce. It's a homeless dude's bloody semen. Of course, Beardo will down that man juice. What a fig. Thanks, Pre-non Corpse.
Didn't need
Thanks
to
for
hear
the
that.
support. Shadow saying for $5. We're only 15 minutes in. You're damn right.
Did PlayStation get rid of the? Let's see. So the reveal trailer's up. Did PlayStation delete the other one?
I don't know.
I don't see it on their YouTube channel. So can somebody confirm that for me? So the reveal trailer is still up, but then they had the I think the technical breakdown with like Mark Cerny. I don't see it. I don't see it on their YouTube channel. That's crazy if they deleted it. There's no
Wild.
way for the PS5 Pro. I'll have to look. I'll keep looking.
Lord Botha with the 199. Beardo about to go off camera in 3, 2, 1. Haven't yet. But thank you for the support, Lord Botha. Experiment 626 for 16 months. Over under on Beardo finishing the stream. Oh, I'm here. Trump's mage level 199 for a $2. Beardo holds that hot sauce like gays hold teacups. Dude, it's a little fucking vial, man. How am I supposed to hold it? Am I supposed to? Come on. Thank you for the $2. Suns and Shadows with a $5. So that explains why all my bananas are straight and smell like hot sauce. Maybe. Rub-a-dub-dub with a $5. Beardo, what hurts worse, being a Giants fan or the hot sauce? Being a Giants fan. The Trillist with a $5. Beardo catches more strays than Haitians, but you got to respect his grift. You, sir, are the man. Thank you, Trillist. Chris Bolts with a $5. Beardo, a man's man. You're damn fucking right. Thank you, Chris Bolts. Shout out. Jason Yankovic with a $5. Was that food or was that supposed to be weaponized to take out crowds of rabid Taylor Swift fans? What?
I found the technical reveal, by the way. Yeah, I found it. So
Okay.
we're going to talk about it here in just a minute.
Fake Thai dude with a $100 successful grift. You earned it, Beardo. Hey, thank you.
And Tua Tagovailoa is better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Salty Bug with a $2 for Beardo's retardation. Laugh my ass off. Beardo, no reaction. Listen, I'm a pro. When it comes to hot sauce, I'm a fucking pro. I might be the best there is, to be honest.
I don't know if you're the best, but you're pretty good. You're pretty good.
I don't know who's
You're
better.
decent. You're decent.
AD.
You're better with the hot sauce than you are the Trump impersonation. I'll say that.
Yeah, you're probably right. AD the Demon Slayer with a $10. I found out yesterday that Beardo's mom listens to the show, so now I feel guilty talking shit about him. That's bad news for you, Jeremy, a full-blown flaming homosexual. Black Kane with the $2. Ben is going to wonder why his dick burns later.
Oh.
Orange Gonson with a 199. Beardo puts hot sauce on his butt-nanas. Thank you, Orange Gonson.
All
Eric
right.
July's favorite
Oh,
chicken
God.
seasoning with a picture of soap for $1. Thank you. And what do you got?
We got a lot of backlash for the PlayStation 5 Pro. The downvotes, 243,000 downvotes on the
Wild.
reveal trailer. 243,000 downvotes to 59,000 upvotes. The more people are looking into this, the more they are realizing this is an absolute scam and an absolute shit show. This is bad for Sony. Now, some of the forecasts are saying now, again, these are forecasters, and so a lot of these forecasters are in the pocket, or Sony's in their pocket. So, but there are some forecasts saying like the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to sell well. I don't know if that's a crazy scenario to think, because as I showed yesterday, yes, the PlayStation 5 has sold extremely well. I don't think people really understand how well the PlayStation 5 has done up to this point, because this has been such a weird generation. But yeah, the backlash is pretty bad on this. Now, if you go to the technical presentation, that has 182,000 downvotes right there. So, I mean, this is not going over well for them. Are you a obvious Sony fanboy, Beardo? Are you getting a PlayStation 5 Pro?
No, I don't need one. My PlayStation 5 runs perfectly fine. And I really only use my PlayStation for PlayStation exclusives. Other than that, if there's a video game I want to play, I'm just going to play it on my PC. So no, I don't need a PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm completely happy with my regular, normal PlayStation 5. If
Nintendo was actually in the console wars, they should announce the Switch 2 right now. But they don't, because they're not really in the console wars. Like, as much as people like to think they are, Nintendo's like over there like eating glue in the corner, while Sony and Microsoft are fighting for, you know, like the next big thing. And like Nintendo's over there just eating glue, just, you know, being Nintendo, and not making any sense with half their fucking decisions, but then comes out with a thing that everybody loves. You know what I mean? That's essentially what Nintendo's doing. They're not paying attention to any of this. But if there was ever an opportunity to take full advantage, it would be right now to bring out to release the Switch 2 and take all the momentum or the negative momentum that Sony's getting and get a huge kind of wave of support. But I just don't see them doing that. That's just not how they operate. And again, I'm thankful that they operate that way. But I have not seen, oh shit, has Star Wars Theory got a new fucking video out? He does. Oh,
yeah, he
shit.
said he tweeted.
Well, I know he's tweeted out. I didn't know it dropped. So it just dropped. So I'm about to check that out, do a reaction. Let's go. Let's go.
There you go. More content.
So I'm not going to react to here live, but I will make a reaction video and have that uploaded here on this channel tonight. So that's going to be awesome. So I can't wait.
So did you hear that the external disk drives that you can buy for the PlayStation 5 Pro, they're already all sold out?
Yeah. So I do wonder if this thing is going to sell well, because, you know, somebody brought it up yesterday. Like, I don't know why you're bringing video game sales up. And it's like, well, that's kind of what, you know, that's what they're in business for, is to sell things. And again, I just think I'm going to pull it up right here. Is it platform hardware? Right here. Okay. So the reason I bring this up is because this is important. And I just think that a lot of people don't realize that I got to get rid of these ads. So this is VG charts, and this is the sales totals, all-time hardware sales right here. And as you see, the PlayStation 2 is number 1. The Nintendo or the DS is number 2, and it was only like 4 million. A little over 4 million away from topping the PS2 for the biggest best-selling system of all time. Nintendo was like, we don't care. We don't give a shit. Nintendo Switch is 3rd. I don't think the Nintendo Switch is going to catch. I don't think it's going to catch the DS or the PS2. But you see the PS4 has 117 million units sold in its lifetime, and the PlayStation 3 had 87 million. So the PS4 actually improved upon the PS3 big time. And the PlayStation 5 right here is at 60 million units sold. So it is pacing slightly ahead of the PlayStation 4 at this same time frame right now. Now, I don't remember how the PS4 Pro, I don't remember there being any controversy around the PS4 Pro when it launched. I don't think I ever got a PS4 Pro. But this is bad. The controversy surrounding this is bad. But does that translate to people are not going to buy it? I don't know. Because if you actually look at, like, if you buy a PS5 right now, and then you buy the memory that you need, and then you buy all the bells and whistles, you're almost at that point of where a PS5 Pro is, which comes with 2 terabytes of storage.
Right.
But without the disk drive, that's what's pissing people off. It's disk drive, I think, is the biggest thing that is bothering people right now.
100%.
And how much are the disk drives?
They were $80.
Yeah.
And then the vertical stand was like $30. Plus tax, you're going to be spending almost $900 for the PlayStation 5 Pro with everything, with the disc drive and the vertical stand. We got Young Rippa in the chat.
Young Rippa's in the chat.
Yes, he is. I'll go ahead and highlight it. Shout out!
What up, man? How you
What's
doing?
up, Rippa? Congratulations, man.
Rippa, buy me a PS5 Pro. It's just you got the money. Buy me a PS5 Pro. But I did see this really quick here. So this is every PlayStation console price on release. Yep. So you have the PlayStation 1, $299, PlayStation 2, at $299, PlayStation 3. Was it $600 on release?
Yep, absolutely it was.
So I didn't buy a fucking PlayStation 3 at first. I ended up with that one though. I did end up with the OG model.
Me too.
But I don't know how, because I never played PlayStation 3 in the beginning. I was an Xbox 360 guy. Mm-hmm. So like a true gamer, a real gamer. Real gamers played Xbox 360. Let's just be real.
I don't know about that.
Real gamers played the Xbox 360. And we were using Xbox Live to call people really offensive names. That's what real gamers were doing. And you know it, Beardo. Admit it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I've been a PlayStation kid my entire life. So, and the PlayStation 3 launch, man, was crazy. Like Black Friday and that Christmas season for the first year the PlayStation 3 was out. Plus, I think a lot of people went to 360 for that generation because the 360 came out an entire year before the PlayStation 3 did.
Yeah. Man, I remember those times, man. Those were the glory days of gaming. The Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and to a lesser extent the Nintendo Wii was just the greatness, man. Like going to stores, going to midnight releases, getting online, doing your system, links and everything like that. Like it was the greatest thing ever. It was the greatest time ever. And going to GameStop actually had energy at that point in time. It felt like there was a whole different vibe at GameStops then, whereas now you go to GameStops and it feels like a ghost town half the time. Right. And literally like I say no, I don't mean any disrespect to our GameStop people, because I've talked about this before, but it's like you go into a GameStop now, and because they have hardly any customers coming in there.
Right.
So you kind of like, it's almost like, I guess I know what it's like to be like the hot chick in school. Cause like you go into a GameStop and they go, ooh, customer. Hey, how you doing today? Can I interest you in a pre-order? And I'm like, I just looking at the toys. Hey, if there's anything you need help with, and then they continue talking to you because you're like the only fucking customer that showed up that day. And you're like, I don't want to be here. Can you leave me alone? I don't want to pre-order anything. I don't want to buy anything. I'm looking, I'm window shopping. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's really, but then you go back in the day when the 360 and PS3 and the Wii, because here's the thing about the Wii. When you went to shop for a Wii game, it took a lot longer because you basically had to filter through all the family-friendly bullshit that the Wii released to find the good games, and it took forever. And the Wii wall actually was the biggest wall in GameStop, if I remember. And it's because they had all that motion control bullshit. You're like, I don't want any of this. Can you just where's Super Mario Galaxy 2? Fuck all this other stuff. But yeah, that was the golden era, man, for me. Like, it was great. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm old enough. Like, I was part of the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis days, too. And that was amazing. But there was something about that era of 360, PS3 that just was unbelievable. I'll never forget those times. It's just not the same now. And the digital-only future that we're looking at is very depressing. I don't like the digital-only future for video games, but it looks like that there's nothing that's going to stop that. That's just going to happen, and that's the reality of it. So sad. I
also think it's because a lot of people are going more to PC gaming.
Yeah,
PC gaming's the future. Everybody besides you prefers to play on PC.
Everybody but me.
Yep.
Is that why consoles are selling better than they've ever sold in the history of consoles?
Yeah, because you just buy up all of them.
I just buy them all.
Yeah. You're a grifter and a scalper. That's why all of the disc drives for the Pro are sold out, because you're scalping all of them.
Nintendo Master Race, okay? Nintendo Master Race. That's it. Nintendo Master Race. That's it. Nintendo's the best. Brie Larson said so. That's all that matters.
It must be true then.
Yeah, but ultimately, we'll have to see how this all plays out with the PS5 Pro. Hasn't been a good response for Sony up to this point in time, so I'm just not sure if I don't know, man. I guess I do think that the PS5 Pro will still sell, and I think that it's just putting that $700 price tag on that system.
It's wild.
It is unbelievable, and it's hitting people wrong. But when I'm no Sony apologist by any means. Fuck Sony and Microsoft, really. But when you take the PlayStation 5, that's $500. If you know anything about having a PlayStation 5, you know you have no storage on the fucking system. Like, install Call of Duty, everything else, you're done. So you have to buy, external storage.
Yep.
You have to buy these little bells and whistles. And when it's all said and done, you're almost where the PS5 Pro is at that point in time.
Yellow Flash brings up a good point. He says there's no competition. And that's a good point. PlayStation and Sony probably feel they feel like they can get away with it. They can get away with charging $700 because nobody's fucking buying the Xbox X.
Well, that's true. And yeah, that is true because the Xbox is garbage. Microsoft, well, this is the problem when you have companies like Sony and Microsoft, is that they're not actually in this for gaming. They're in this to expand their company. They're massive companies. So they're in the gaming world just as an expansion to go, we just want to expand our brands and expand this. We don't actually care about the stuff like Nintendo does. So you're going to get this type of stuff right here. Like I talked about the story yesterday with Iwata, who cut his salary when Nintendo was having a downtime so that they wouldn't have to lay off employees. You're never going to get that from anybody at Sony or Microsoft. You're never going to get something like that.
Right.
So, and that's why I hate the fact that Sony and Microsoft are, so successful in gaming, but it's just a reality of it. That's where we are. So, but yeah, you're right. There is no real competition because Xbox is just completely dead. You go back to VG charts and yeah, look at the totals right there. Like, look at that. Xbox is not even close.
Scroll down a little bit.
Right. No, I'm talking about right here. This little box over here. So you got the Switch obviously at 142 million. You got the PS5 at 60 million. So the PS5 has doubled the Xbox Series X.
Yep.
It's doubled it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And the crazier thing is that, again, in my opinion, during the Xbox 360 PS3 era, I believe the 360 won. Even though I know that sales, I think the PS3, where were the overall sales? Let's see. So, yeah, so PlayStation 3 barely pulled ahead towards the end of that generation with 87 million, and the Xbox 360 sold 85 million. But from a gamer's perspective, I feel like the 360 had the gamers and the pulse of the gaming community. And then the red ring of death really caused some problems.
And the free online.
So, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of problems with the 3. And don't get me wrong, the PlayStation 3 had the yellow ring of death going for it. Like, so there was that.
A lot rarer.
A lot more rare. Dude, I had a friend who had like, I think 10 or 12 red rings of death for his 360, and he just kept getting them. He's like, I gotta play Halo. I gotta play Xbox 3. He was like a crack addict, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm getting another one. I'm like, bro, how many of these motherfuckers are you gonna buy? He just kept getting them. I'm like, dude, how many are you gonna get? Backwards PS3 for the win, says Yellow Flash. Absolutely. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the PS5 Pro. Let's catch up on some super chats, Kiro.
Sure, yeah. Let's see. Flint AEA for 10 months. Rumor has it that Dave Filoni's dog was last seen in Ohio. He's probably happy if he got taken out by some Haitians. Anthony Landolfi with a $2. The PS5 Pro, it's got a cost in Australia of $1,199.
Whew.
That's nuts. Jack for a $5. Shout out to RFK Jr. for dropping out of politics instead of dropping dead, breathing the Kennedy cycle. Predon Corp for the $10. Jeremy, can you please play the G.I. Joe PSA called Ice?
I'll have to look that one up and see if I can find it. I think I've seen that one.
DJ with the $100. Thank you, DJ. Spirian with the $199 super sticker. Thank you, Spirian. Jack with another 10. This is a different Jack. For a 10. Been meaning to ask Jeremy this. If you would like a Star Wars horror movie, which one do you want? Project Blackwing or the Rongol Plague? Beardo can answer too. I've never heard of the wrong. Listen, I know a lot about the Star Wars movies and video games. I don't know about like the EU and the extended lore and everything.
And did you say something else wrong on the Kennedy super chat? They're saying it was breaking. Did you say breathing or something?
I might have said that.
Just like Star Wars 313.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh man. Yeah, as far as like, I mean, that is a Ryan question right there. I'm not as versed on the EU stuff or anything like that beyond that. So I don't want a Star Wars horror movie right now. You know what I want? I want a Star Wars movie without identity politics. That's what I want. I just want a Star Wars movie that actually is about Star Wars. I think like asking for a horror movie for Star Wars, given where we are with Star Wars right now, it's impossible to ask for something like that. A horror movie for Star Wars is something that works when everything else is working decently. And I'm just saying decently within the Star Wars universe. It's like, we can't even get a good Star Wars movie right now, much less getting a good horror or a darker tone or something like that. So we just need a good one. And that's it. Like, if you look back, do we even honestly have a good Star Wars movie under the Disney banner?
Yep. We can barely even get good Star Wars video games. Holy shit. And Star Wars used to have some of the best video games back under LucasArts.
Actually, that's a good point. The Acolyte was a horror film. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. The Acolyte is my favorite Disney horror movie right there, a horror series right there.
Yep. Brimstone with the $5.
Oh, he said Blackwing Jack. Okay. Yeah, Ryan's the man when it comes to like detailed Star Wars answers. He knows his shit.
Brimstone with a 5. Jeremy, when are you pulling strings to get Beardo on FNT? He has some great takes, and I think he may be ready to hang with the big boys.
He's not ready.
That'll never happen.
Nah.
As ready as I am, it'll never happen.
We'll just bring Savvy back.
Fuck. Go ahead and lose views. Jack with a $10 recently introduced a friend to Star Wars through the OG 6 movies, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and Rebels. Made me feel much better after Gitmo Tort, the Acolyte. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just go back and watch Empire again. Makes me feel good. Rob Cortez with a 199. He should have let Goffrey go. Sure. Pre-Dawn Corpse with the $2. Just curious, what kind of cars do you two figs drive? I've said it before on stream, so.
Are you okay saying it?
I don't know. I've said it a lot, and I've kind of regretted it before after I've said it. Hey, listen, it's on streams before. If you guys want to go find it, I've said it before. Are you going to say it?
I have a GMC Denali.
There you go. I have a Toyota Tacoma.
There you go.
Thank you. Josh316 with the $10. Saw someone mention the Trump store in Panama City in your VOD. Can't confirm it's a real store. I bought some shot glasses and my buddy bought a Trump Lego set where you build the wall.
That sounds awesome. I'll have to check that out.
Darth Gavel with the $2. Trump 2024, make cats safe again. Hey, they can have the cats. Just keep the dogs safe. John Goetz with a $2. Bottom line, the vast majority will just buy PlayStation 5. And they have been.
Mm-hmm.
Gremlin with a $20. You're all right, Beardo. I don't care what they say about you. You prove, though, you can survive in the land of the chicken wings, buffalo. Fuck your Dolphins, Jeremy.
Super Bowl MVP for Tua. It's happening this year. You can accept it or not. And then when it happens, everybody's going to say, Jeremy's a bandwagon fan. No, Jeremy's a fan of players. Tom Brady was my guy. He retired. I said from the beginning, Tua was going to be my favorite player when Brady leaves because I'm an Alabama fan and I loved Tua at the University of Alabama. And now he's at the Dolphins. Dolphins are going all the way, baby. MVP, Super Bowl. The OG unis are back. Let's go.
Yeah, I think they're going to lose tonight to the Bills.
Fuck off.
Do Guy with a $5. My favorite, Twigs. Hail. Thank you. Jay Allen with an 8 months. They need to call it the Super Switch. They probably will, even though I want the Switch too. Nop Mund with a $2. This is why PC always wins. I prefer my PC. Raven Black Sparrow with a $2. Beardo, do more hot sauce. Your Trump sounds better. Yeah, it's because I was fucking salivating. Christian Rocker with a $5. I wonder if people are buying the disk drive to resell to the pro buyers when it launches at a much higher price. Yeah, they're going to scalp the shit out of those disk drives. 100%.
Yeah, probably. Hey, real quick, we got to talk about something real quick before we continue. Horseman is here, baby.
Let's go.
That's already awesome. Over $200,000 and 3,000 copies sold. And let's just go ahead and watch this, dude. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. It's like 6 minutes long. We're gonna watch the first part, and you can go check the rest of it out because let's go.
Who the hell is this guy?
Well, that's loud.
What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. With my money.
It looks so good.
Now, it looks badass, man.
About that? Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
Oh, just wait, because here comes the real announcement. I mean, that was amazing. But then what? Look at this.
What's up, Rippaverse family? Dean Kane here, and I'll be voicing the Horsemen for the upcoming Rippaverse animations. That's right. Look, this is a completely independent venture, and we want to see it through. A well-produced, solid Western animation desperately needs to return to form. Definitely needed. The Rippaverse has a team that's prepared to consistently release episodic content. They are prepared. The Horsemen would be a great start. So please help us make it happen. Head over to Rippaverse.com and become a member for as little as $5. Appreciate you.
Hey,
so
guys,
if you want to, I just retweeted this. So if you want to hear Rippa break the whole thing down, you can go check that out. But yeah, what a huge announcement right there, man. Like what a huge announcement. So that is crazy. Dean Kane involved. Let's freaking go, man. So
I love that, man.
Super, super happy to see that for Eric and the team and having Dean Kane involved. I've people have always said, like, because, obviously I'm a huge, Christopher Reeve Superman. And so when I criticize other Superman, like, Man of Steel, people are like, oh, Jeremy just has this one idea of Superman and only Christopher Reeve can be Superman. Dude, I love Dean Kane as Superman. Loved Dean Kane. Loved the entire series. And so, yeah, we've had Dean Kane on the show here before. And Dean's a great guy. So that's really awesome. So shout out to the chat. Shout out. That's good stuff. All right, let's finish up.
Yep. John Goetz with the $2. PS3 had better exclusives than free online plus Blu-ray.
Yeah, but the free online wasn't as good as 360. 360, like, you had to pay for it, but 360 did have a better online infrastructure.
Yeah, it was PS3.
Fuck you.
I agree with you, John. Pre-Dawn Corpse with the $5. Jeremy, just started playing my Switch again after years of neglect. Currently playing Tears of the Kingdom. What top 5 games would you recommend?
On Switch, Metroid Dread, easily. That's my favorite Switch game. I love Metroid Dread, and it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Metroid Dread's just phenomenal. Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm trying to keep it from that element. Like, obviously, it's easy to say like Smash and Mario Golf, Splatoon. These are really easy ones, but 100%. And obviously, your Breath of the Wild, your Tears of the Kingdom. The Switch has such an amazing library, but Yeah, Link's Awakening is another good one for sure. Super Mario Wonder.
Super Mario Wonder.
Dude, there's so many good games on this system. But yeah, Dread is going to be the #1 game to recommend. Now, maybe I don't know if Dread's going to work for everybody. I prefer the side scroller Metroid games, and Metroid Dread. I didn't think it would do it, but Metroid Dread topped Super Metroid for me, and Super Metroid was in my top like 5 or 10 games of all time. I would probably need to go back and play Super Metroid to just double check it because it's been a long time, but I loved Dread so damn much. And Dread is a pretty difficult game. And Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey, some would say it's better than the Galaxy games. I'm not willing to say that it's better than the Galaxy games, but Super Mario Odyssey is almost a definitive 3D Mario experience because of just all the things that it does and all the things that it offers. I can see why people think Odyssey is better than Galaxy, but I can't say it's better than Galaxy. Galaxy to me is right there as like the greatest Mario game of all time with Super Mario World. So, and then obviously all the other multiplayer games that are on there. So man, and then Wonder, if you're into the side scroller Mario games, a la Mario 3, Mario World, all of that, then Super Mario Wonder is gonna do wonders for you. Splatoon is another really, really good multiplayer game that gets overlooked a lot, even though it sold like 20 million copies, I believe. Splatoon 3 is fantastic.
Yeah, and if you like Pokemon Legends Arceus is fucking really cool too.
Yes, that's a really good one. And I'm not even a big Pokemon player, and I played that one and I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, Legends Arceus. That's my recommendation for you. Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. Eric Guidewall with the $10. This PS5 Pro console will be a Black Friday event this year. Maybe, if you can find them in stores.
Yeah.
I am a Warwolf with the $5. If Steam made a plug-and-play game console, not a glorified laptop, they would sweep, but you cannot get a pre-built PC for console price and get value. Well, Steam has the Steam Deck, which is their mobile version to play your computer games on, which is fine. But I agree with you. If Steam were to come out with at-home console, it's not going to perform like a high-powered PC will.
Mm-hmm.
John Goetz with the $5. Nah, Sony needs gaming. That and finance are their biggest divisions and have to fund their other crap, while Xbox is the opposite, siphoning off of Microsoft.
That's a fair point. Fair point.
Corey Wilson with the $2. I have everything, but still love my Xbox Series X. I played it one time.
I have a Series X. Or wait, a 1X. What the fuck, dude?
No, you have a Series X. You have a Series X.
The fact that I can't remember which name goes to the Xbox consoles just shows how bad their marketing is.
Yep, 100%. Mr. Hanky with the $2. Fix for the 360 Red Ring was better thermal paste. Yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't have to do that. Christian Rocker with a $5. If consoles go digital only, then they need more exclusives. Otherwise, people will just buy a PC, and this is coming from a console gamer. Fair point.
I mean, ultimately, what you really need is you just need a PC and a Switch is what you need, and you're completely covered at that point for the most part. There's going to be little things you're going to miss out on for sure, but if you have a Switch and a PC, you're covered.
Let's see. Boogie Boo with a $10. The $600 PS3 came with a storage drive, 2 controllers, and backwards compatibility to play PlayStation 1 and 2 games. Later models were $300 with 1 controller, no storage drive, and wasn't backwards compatible. This is facts as well. That Gen 1 PS3 was just super powered.
Hey, did you see this that Gina posted? Did you see this?
Yes.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Yes, I did.
Here we go.
We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
It's like that is exactly what the debate was, man. Like, oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I was like, what are we doing? This is amazing.
Master Gawa with a $5. Did you check out Trail Out? Best arcade racing since Split Second, which is also on Steam. Trail Out is even getting a Road Rash mode update.
Somebody DM me the details on that because I want to play. Because if it's anything, I love Split Second. Split Second is fantastic. So I like arcade racers. So if you've never played Split Second, You can get it on Steam. I'm pretty sure. I have it on Xbox 360. It's one of the best arcade racers I've ever played. Do you play arcade racers?
Like the ones where you sit down with the steering wheel at an arcade?
Well, no, just
like an actual arcade?
No, like the arcade style racers, like Split Second, like what is it? Paradise
Paradise
Run.
City?
Yeah, it's not Paradise City. What is it?
See, I played like Burnout back in the day.
Burnout is an arcade racer. Yes.
Okay,
so like those, you know, do you like
Yes.
have you played
I love
Split-Second?
Burnout and Need for Speed. I've never played Split Second.
Cruising USA, you know, you need to play Split Second. It basically is like a reality TV show. You have to earn points. There's all of these obstacles, helicopters dropping bombs on you. It's got a production behind it. It's fantastic. And the sense of speed in that game and the competition from the computer is actually really good. And the further you go on, the more you progress, the more difficult it gets. And it keeps you on the edge of your seat, dudes. Split Second is freaking great. But you know what else is great? Everybody wants to play this. So here we go right here. Here we go.
That's one there's the penis pump.
That's no fair.
Holy cow, I'm totally going so fast. Oh, fuck! Oh, you gotta do what you do.
Hey, what the fuck are you kids doing on my fucking lawn? And don't look at me when I'm fucking talking to you.
Help
Get that
me,
kid off my
help.
eyes, you little wankers. All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Do you know my dad?
Oh, G.I. Joe.
What the fuck did I just watch? Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. Whoa. What?
Dude, Beardo, we could do some G.I. Joe PSA voiceovers.
I'd love to.
Dude.
I would love to.
Like,
get Danky on it. Get Danky on it, and we'll voice act for it or something.
They're truly some of the corniest and amazing things ever. Like, let me see if I can play a few. All right, so like these are like so fucking corny, bro. Like, here we go. Oh shit, hang on. I want to find a legit one. Hang on. keep reading on. I'm going back to it now. Hang on. There we go.
You gotta rewind it. Play from the beginning.
Cool.
Wait, is this the same one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, I want to check this out. Cool. Hey, can I try that? Hey, oh, what? Hey. Oh, you're not my friend.
I'm just kidding with you.
Hey, man, who's that weird dude you're talking to, bro?
My friends are here. Oh, cool. So, see you later.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something with those. So, oh my god, that was funny.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So,
and Zach with the $5. All of these channels I watch the chat for, Geeks and Gamers is by far the funniest.
Let's go. That's what we like to hear, man. G&G chat is goated. You can't recreate it. It happens. The people make it happen, you know. And
the 199 iDots.
That's right. By the way, on that note,
oh yeah,
there's
just
only
a few days left.
Only got a little bit of time left. Only a few days. If you go over to 221B Tactical, you can get yourself the iDot t-shirt, the mascot for Geeks and Gamers right there. Also the Flex Fit Geeks and Gamers 199 hats. You can get both of them. Again, to clarify, the San Antonio meetup shirts will not be available at the meetup. They're only available here. So this is the only time you can get them. So if you're interested, go over there. The sale, the ends on Tuesday. The campaign ends on Tuesday. So those are flex fit hats as well. You got front and back on these. So go on over there. If you're interested, check them out. Let's wrap it up, Beardo.
Oh, yeah. Master Gawa with a $2. You can't even keep the dog safe from Epic Mike. Yeah, that's true. John Papa Sergio with a $5. I feel like since Sony won this gen against Xbox, they're now trying to compete with PC, and they will fail there.
Hey, real quick, can we ban the Next News Network, please, for saying hate speech in my chat? We do not want any terminology towards Auburn football in this chat whatsoever. So Next News Network, permaban for life.
Get him out.
What's up, Next News Network? How you doing, man?
Don't get him out. John Goetz with a 5. Sony needs to get their shit together with this crap and focus on less budget and less DEI crap. Astrobot costs a fraction of Concord and makes more money. I need to try Astrobot, man. Looks like a lot of fun.
It looks really good. It looks good. Bo knows football. Next News Network, love you. Right back at you, brother. Astrobot looks fantastic, actually. So, and if it's anything like the Galaxy games, which is what it's being compared to, so all
Texas jumped up. Texas is number 2 now.
That sounds about right.
Texas is number 2. They leapfrogged Ohio State. I think that's right. Charitard with a $2. GameStop has $386 trade-in for PS5 right now. Well, that's GameStop trade-in value for you. John Goetz for a $5. Also get rid of PC releases. Nintendo knows you need to lure people to your console and not go for quick bucks while killing long-term allure. Taker with a 5. Jeremy, the funniest thing about your 2018 Rose Tico clip is how bare and empty your room looks. I understand times were hard back then. Yeah, he was struggling. Predon Corpse with the $2. Jeremy Ice G.I. Joe PSA.
We got it.
There we go. Unseen Dimensions with a $2. Beardo eats bananas like a normal person. Boom.
Boom.
Hey, there you go. Jedi Shredder with a $5. Never owned an Xbox beyond TFE OG. My favorite game, Star Wars Obi-Wan, and the best G.I. Joe parody video was the one with the kitchen fire.
That one was good.
John Papa Sergio with a $5. Doc popping up in the window singing reggae is my favorite G.I. Joe parody. Thundarius with a $5. My account, Cyberskull Media, just now got accepted into the YouTube partner program. You guys are an inspiration. Hail to 199. Congratulations, brother.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations. Shout out. Smegheads became a channel member. Thank you for the commitment. And Master Gawa with a $5. Nothing is like Split Second, but Trail Out is the next best thing. It's closer to Burnout Revenge and has Jurassic Park Jeeps and James Bond cars. Only $20.
I'm going to check it out.
There you go.
I'm going to check it out.
I don't know if you have Rumble.
I got Rumble. Naders for $1 says, hail the 199. Straight bananas matter. Bronsonite says, no way. I can't handle this. I was waiting for the Acolyte DLC add-on to Concord and the Malibu Beardo playset DLC.
Oh.
Vault95 says, Beardo, will you ever stream Bro Science on Rumble? Also, what are your thoughts on Jim Stepani and his workout routines?
I'm not. I know who Jim Stepani is. I've never looked up his workout regime or anything like that. So I don't know. Listen, if you want good workout videos on YouTube, look up Chris Bumstead and Callum Von Mager. Those are my recommendations for gym inspiration on YouTube. And streaming to Rumble, I'll work on it.
You should.
Yeah.
Vault95 says someone's going to clip Beardo with a finger deep in his mouth. He knows that. Vault95 says now do a deep whiff of smelling salts with your hot sauce. B Barrett says AI is kind of a fancy thing. First of all, it has 2 letters. I did not know that until now. B Barrett says Beardo should try some sauce on his Haitian cuisine. What do you think about that one, Beardo? Nagranol says, we need to start a fund so Danky can finish the dank night. Vault95 says, Beardo has big arms, big legs, big traps, big neck, and big beard. That bro science.
Let's go.
General Duality says, I hope the scalpers and Sony get fucked over the PS5 Pro. Wesley says, I'm holding out for the Concord limited edition PS5 Pro. Mighty Megatron says, remember the Google Stadia? Yeah, nobody does. That's what happens when you don't offer physical media. I told morons you don't want an online streaming device to game. Same will happen to consoles. I hope so.
Remember the Amazon Luna?
I do. Yeah. Man, there's been a lot of fucking disasters.
Yep.
Pat says when the Dolphins crash and burn, Jeremy will do the hawk Tua and yell, my Dixie wrecked. Man, listen, you guys are going to be apologizing tomorrow morning when Tua has 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they've dominated the Bills. Okay, just saying. All right. Great treasure hunt, U.S. Great Treasure Hunt says, or Great U.S. Treasure Hunt says, but seriously, where and when is the meetup? I want to, hang on.
He said it the other day.
Ricky Bobby's in San Antonio on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look in the chat and see if I'm sure Jessica's there somewhere. Yeah, right here it is. Jessica's got it. So it's at Ricky Bobby Sports Bar on the 23rd of October. There's going to be RSVPs. Gary is handling that. Nerdrotic's handling all of that. So yeah, I think it's from like 7 to 10 is what they're saying in the chat. So there we go.
Cool.
So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Great Treasure, for the $2. Double Hawk with a $5. Beardo, much respect for taking abuse from the chat and keep coming back. You absolute alpha Chad. Jeremy, you're a massive homosexual. Yeah, no lies detected there. Do Guy for a 199 says Beardo's GOAT. True. This is also true. Thank you. And we're all caught up, man.
We're all caught up. So thank you guys so much for another awesome Geeks and Gamers Daily. We appreciate it. Again, go over to 221B and make sure you get those shirts and hats if you're interested. Also, I do want to let you all know that we are going to be doing more stuff over on Locals with exclusive content. You can either go to geeksgamers.com and find the link where you hit join the 199, or you can get the direct link from the chat, because they'll be dropping chat links over there. But we'll be putting exclusive content over there for members. But also, you can, if you're just following, you'll at least be able to see the feed for the non-member stuff. And there'll be a lot of discussions in there. So that'll be a lot of fun. What do you got going on, Beardo?
I don't know. I'm going to go take some fucking Pepto-Bismol or something right now. I don't know. I might play some Black Myth Wukong in a little bit before Thursday Night Football, but we'll see. It's not a full guaranteed, but definitely Thursday Night Football, and then I'll do a Sports Wars recap on the game later tonight.
Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. We appreciate it. Big shout out to Beardo for grifting the proper 199.
It wasn't a grift.
So it wasn't a grift. It always is a grift. It's always a grift with me. So anyway, you guys have a good day. We'll talk to all of you later. Say bye, Beardo.
Bye, guys.